Hair's gray. Hey. Alright, so I'm always doing something in the kitchen because it's my favorite thing to do is cook. So today what I'm doing is, I just got off work. I got home at 3:30. And when you homestead and have a full-time job and another full-time job and a part-time job, you have to I got a lot of jobs, 3 jobs. Anyway, they're not all full-time all the time, so that's good. But like I was saying, when you have a full-time job, you have to prioritize your homesteading. And so today, by prioritizing homesteading, came in, well, I was at the store before I came home, and I got a block of cheese, you know, Velveeta, but the off-brand, because that's what I like to get. Okay, I got that. I put it in my pot. Got it melting real good with about a cup or 2 of milk. Just regular old whole homogenized milk. And I got my jars rounded up. I washed my jars. I'm taking them out of the hot water right now. Okay. So I have a block of cheese in there. 2 cups of milk. Oops. Whoa. 2 cups of milk. 1 can of rotel, hot rotel, or regular rotel, whatever it was. And I melted that all good in this pot on the stove. It's in there. Now I'm going to heat it up so I can jar it up. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I added sour cream to it. Sour cream's about $2 for 16 ounces. Where cheese is like $8 for the brick of it. So it cost me $8, $9, $10, $11 plus the milk for that cheese. My daughter will just eat cheese sauce like it's going out of style. So I like to have a lot of it around. Uh-oh. Dadgummit. My ladle is in the dishwasher. So we'll just wash it up real quick. You make your own cheese sauce at home. You know what goes in it. Also, I think it's really good to have that pantry staple because on nacho night, you know, nachos, tacos, whatever, you just open up a can of sauce. If you want chips and cheese dip, just open up a can of cheese dip. So I like to have it around. I have my last 2 pints. We're down to 2 pints in the cabinet. So when that happens, I like to go ahead and get some more on. Like I said, we use this stuff. All right, I think it's hot enough. Now on the cheese, on the queso, all I do is like any other thing. You know, you bring your water up to a boil, or I bring mine to a simmer. And I process it for about 10 minutes. Okay? Alright, this may be a little messy because my other funnel is also in the dishwasher and I'm not grabbing it. We're just going to go with it. So the cheese sauce you're jarring is thin. Okay? It's not thick because it will thicken up when you open it and it sits and it gets cool. But you want it kind of thin enough to where the heat goes all the way through it, you know. So you heat it up. Just pouring it in there. I wish y'all could see me pouring it in there. Anyway, it's all right. A little bit more in there. Try to fill the jars pretty full. You can go 1/4 of an inch headspace in these. And all I'm doing is this right here. Okay. Just like that. Let me lift it up. And you're going to have some wonderful looking cheese sauce. A wonderful tasting cheese sauce. And you know, movie night, it's just really a nice treat to have this in the cupboard. I'm going to go down to a 1/4 pint because this is enough for my daughter to have a snack with it. Kenna, absolutely, this is her fave thing, honestly. She would probably eat chips and queso every day if I let her. And this is the first time I put sour cream in it. So it's going to give it a, I don't know what it's going to do, really. It'll make it good. It tastes nice. And sour cream, when you use sour cream in your recipes, you don't have to bring it to room temperature or anything. You can use it right out of the ice box and put it right in soup. When I make broccoli cheese soup, we got a lump in it. When I do broccoli cheese soup, I'll go ahead and I'll put, I'm trying to see if I can stick down there. I'll put that sour cream in it. It just adds a layer, you know, like a depth of flavor. I can't explain it. It's a really nice treat. Okay, so I got stuck. I want to get a straw and poke it down there. I'll have to clean these jars off something fierce because they're getting messy with that little funnel. Blah. That's all right. Just wash them off. You want to make sure the rings are nice and clean when you put the lids on, the flats. That's a pint. It's a big mouth pint. I think I have one more, enough to make a jar in here. I think it's just going to be like a half pint, and I'm not sure I got any more half pints. Let me check. I don't. But what I'm going to do is this right here. I reuse, like, this is a jalapeno jar. I've got the Trapeze jalapeno lid over there in the drawer. And we'll just use that. Heat it up. Dun, dun, dun. This is magic right here. Nah, it's dangerous. Try to get that. Well, watch, look what I'm doing. Trying to pour just in here regular. If you've scorched the pan, if you've burnt cheese to the bottom of the pan a tad bit, just don't scrape it in there. Whoop, whoop, cheese sauce, baby. Mmm. Yummo. Let me check down in there. Yeah, just don't scrape that bottom out. It almost made a full one. Almost. Check it out. Use what you got. Let me get a wet rag. I had my friends save me the jars that their peppers and stuff came in, or their jellies came in. I've actually been to the market with recycled jars. You know, my recycled jars. It doesn't matter. It keeps it out of the landfill because recycling places will take jars with lids. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go all the trouble taking my jars with the lids to the recycling company, why don't I just use them myself? Why not recycle those myself? And so I do. Now, I won't put these jars in the water bath canner with it boiling. I won't. Because this cheese isn't super hot. It's not super hot. So we'll just go ahead and not bring it to a boil. It is starting to bubble down in there. I'll show you, kind of lift you up. It's kind of starting to bubble a little bit. Okay. You don't want it to boil. I mean, I don't. Because you want the same temperature in your canner as you have your jar. So it won't bust, you know? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I'm going to show you, after I get these jars in there, one of the jars from the store. Now, queso in a can from the store costs about $2.19. And as y'all know, prices are going just crazy at the grocery store right now. I mean, it's expensive to buy groceries. And if you're like me and like to eat quite a bit, or often, maybe not even quite a bit, just often, and you have a family, I cook breakfast. On the weekends, Jason cooks breakfast on Saturday, and we eat dinner at the house every night, almost every night. We don't eat out because it saves money. Okay. I'm going to get my trappy. Please let me have a wide mouth lid. I'm not seeing one. Ugh, that's terrible. But I did find my trapeze one, my trapeze lid. Boom. And I'd say that's a pint, a half a pint. Maybe a little over half a pint. I am worried I do not have a wide mouth lid for that. Here's some. Maybe. Yep. Found them. And I don't, you know, I sell jelly and stuff. I do not sell my queso. Don't ask. I'm gonna sell it because we eat it a lot. It's one of those treats. Okay, fantastic. So let me count them. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half pints, and then 3/4 pints. So I got 6 in the about 1, 2, 3, a little over 3 pints. Okay, but the half pint jars, we'll say, are 8 ounces. Let's add this up. I spent $11 on that. So I'm not sure if it's economical to do it how I'm doing it or not. This pint costs $2.50. This pint costs $2.50 of cheese. So 1, 2, 3. Well, it wasn't very cost effective. It's probably cheaper to buy in the store. Because I've got $11 in it and it only made, it didn't make that much. But that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Right now, my stuff hadn't been making a whole bunch. But anyway, it's not, well, it'd be nice if it was saving me some money. Honestly, I don't care because it's really, really good. I think I spent $5 on that generic cheese. So 5, 6, 7. I spent $7 on it. So basically it's a wash. The only thing is, with homemade cheese, it's in a glass jar. Here's another reusable jar. It's in a glass jar. So there will be no tin taste. It doesn't matter if it stays on my shelf 3 years or 5 years. It's not ever going to taste like tin. If I was prepping anything for a staple in my cabinet and I put this in there, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. You do what you can. But it's going to taste like a tin can soon. I'm just saying. It's going to taste like a tin can eventually. Maybe not today, tomorrow, maybe not in a year, maybe not in a year and a half, but it will. I mean, I know y'all have opened a can of green beans that had that tin taste to it. And you're like, what is this? Well, you know what it is. But those glass jars won't ever, ever never get a 10 taste. So anyway, that's all I had for today. Just in case I'm making. Talk to y'all later. Bye.